Hello, empaths. My name is Dee, and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel. And welcome to your reading. In this reading, we are going to bring messages from the angels just for you guys, the empaths, those who feel everything going on inside of every person and this world at large. There are 4 different angels to choose from. Each angel is going to bring forth a very different message that you are going to be drawn into for the information and the light that you need at this time. I will start with the first angel. There are timestamps for the rest below. Hello, angel number 1. So you guys are the wounded warriors. Okay, that is the energy I was feeling as I selected each angel for this reading. You guys are the wounded warriors, and the angels want to come in and help you heal and help you understand your purpose this lifetime, why things go the way they go for you, why you are made the way that you are made. So we're going to start with an archangel, and we have the Archangel Samuel with orientation. So yeah, you guys are really out of balance because of what you've been through. When you feel things, you feel it 10 times deeper and stronger than the average person. So when you feel pain, you really feel it. When you feel happiness, you really feel it, whether it's, a reaction of something that's happening personally to you, or when you are picking up on the emotions of others, you definitely take them on as if they are your very own. And at times you feel the pain of the world, like of every single person, every single animal who's hurting, who's oppressed, who's in pain. You pick up on that, and it makes you anxious and it makes you nervous at times, and you don't understand, like, why do I shift in my frequency of mood and emotion out of nowhere? Why do I get anxious out of nowhere? It's because you're really picking up on the vibes of the imbalances on the earth plane within each and every person and animal at this time. You are very, very sensitive, and you are somebody who is going to stand up for the good of like one person or for the good of the all. Like, you are very protective of the underdog, of injustice, and it just like boils your blood. It really gets under your skin when you are witnessing, or you're feeling like the darkness, the shadow that takes place, that plays out on the earth plane. It's almost too much for you at times. And so Archangel Samuel wants to come in and really help you find your balance, find your footing, orientate yourself, and better understand all these energies that are constantly impacting you and affecting your thoughts, your emotions, your sleep patterns. Some of you, it's like there's times you just don't feel good physically because it's a lot of energy, and it's time to really learn how to balance and ground your energy. And for some of you, you need to put up some boundaries, because even though you are the warrior that will stand up for all and protect all, how do I explain this? You need to protect you too, if that makes sense. The way that you stand up and you will fight till the end for injustice, to correct that, to bring the darkness to the light, truth to the light, bring about solutions, in corruption. The way that you stand so strong in those convictions for the cause and the greater good of all, you need to stand strong in conviction for yourself and the protection and preservation of yourself and your energy. And that means not everybody can come into your energy. You can't save everybody. Even though you can pick up on somebody and you can feel their emotions and you can understand their entire life story and why they act the way they do and what they need to do to really balance themselves out, if they're not open and receptive, it will just drain you dry. Because even though they may be attracted to your energy, if they're not ready to receive or they refuse to change, it's like all your effort and intention and emotion it's just like it's a waste almost. Well, that's how you end up feeling, okay? It's like it's a waste because it doesn't penetrate. It's like this black hole. And why can't I bring the light to this person? And Archangel Samuel wants you to know you can only be an inspiration. You can only be a beacon of light. And those who are ready and those who are open can align to you and receive your light and receive your wisdom. Those who want like a hand out instead of a hand up, so to speak, they're takers. All right, and that's where the boundary needs to come in, where you can really differentiate between the vessel who is open for the light and the vessel who's just the taker of the light, okay? Because the taker of the light pulls you into shadow. The vessel that's an open receptacle to receive the light, your energies align and you both rise in frequency. But those who want to take, they only pull you down. And so this orientation is also learning the boundary and really discerning the difference of, you know, who is safe for you to be totally open and vulnerable to and who you need to be more closed off to. Because I know at times you feel like you don't have control of that, but you do. As an empath, you do have control of when you can put that barrier into place and you're not being, you know, affected emotionally by somebody else's attempt to manipulate or gaslight or play on your sympathy for their cause or what they're going through. Because if you can't help them, if they're just wanting a handout, like they want their next fix, so to speak, then that's all they'll ever be, and they'll just take and they'll just take and they'll just take and they'll just take, and it will deplete you. So let's pull some more cards. Oh yeah, look at that. You got the red Pegasus of Firelight, which is all about the root chakra. And here we are talking about that from Archangel Samuel. So root chakra, balancing, tuning, meditation, hugely highlighted for you. It will help you out so much because all these energies that you are constantly picking up on and the way that it overwhelms you, it really causes you to like pull away, like go within, and it leaves you kind of like flapping in the wind. And that goes back into being that warrior of protection for self as well. All right, because only you are in control of you. You have your free will. And if you, you know, go into the darkness because you are the light and, you know, you choose that, there may be things that are not so fun. You know, it's like you need to learn your armor and then walk through that darkness. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say, is you need to learn when it's time to have our armor on because we're walking through the darkness, and when to remove that armor because we're in the light where we are safe. We can be vulnerable around people who truly have our highest good at heart. So this is part of this orientation and this root chakra balancing and that boundaries is like learning when you need to have the armor on of protection, because if you go into the darkness without it, it's like going to destroy you, and you've been through that multiple times and you don't understand. And so Samuel's coming in saying, hey, you need to learn how to protect that beautiful energy you are. You are a light. It's going to attract so many different things to you. But you are, for some of those things, you can only be the light. For other energies, you can really open up and let them in, and discerning the difference between the two and learning how to armor your energy in a form of protection, okay? Because sometimes, you know, for our own personal growth, we do move into the darkness, just it's a part of life. And in that space, you as empaths, you really need that extra protection because you absorb and you pick up everything. And it really throws you off track and gets you out of balance. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, look in the mirror. And that's a message of truly recognizing your sacredness, your divinity. Because I was like getting this image of like this really beautiful fancy car and then kind of like this junker car. And it's like you treat your energy as though you're a junker car, like, you know, or a better, okay, yes, like a rental car. So a car that is beautiful, well managed, and personally owned, and then a rental car. And it's like your desire to help and to mend. It's like you see yourself as the rental car, and Spirit's like, oh no, you're like this Jaguar over here, and you've got to recognize that. And only certain people can get into that Jaguar and drive that car with the proper appreciation and respect for, you know, what they're driving in that moment, right? And other people, you know, this Jaguar, they don't have the appreciation, and they would treat it like a rental car, like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, smoke in it, I'm gonna throw my trash around, I'm not gonna take care of it, I'm gonna drive it crazy, you know. And this is Samuel saying, like, you are this beautiful, beautiful, sacred energy, and you must recognize this about yourself. That's part of coming in to the ability to put that armor around yourself, is realizing how sacred and special and unique you are. Not everybody walks this earth and can pick up on what other people are going through and can feel the pain of others. And I know at times you think this is a curse, but imagine, just imagine that you woke up one day and you couldn't feel anything from anybody. You would feel so lost. You would feel like you were in the wrong universe. That is how you were made. Your perception is very emotionally based. In every single thing you do, you know, taking a walk, noticing nature, any sort of relationship, watching a movie, your job, everything that you do in one day, you perceive through your emotional body. And not everybody is made that way. They're not. And so, you know, you could look at a lot of people and think, oh my gosh, they're so cruel, or they're so selfish. Just realize you have a element of evolution about you emotionally that they have not come into in their lifetimes leading up to this one. And perhaps you could be the catalyst, the inspiration that ignites something within them. But remember, some people you've got to shine brightly at afar, and other people you can let into your light. But you recognizing your true divinity, your worth, and your value, that really helps you establish those boundaries. Okay, because you see everybody as, you know, a beautiful equal, as you should. But some people cannot come into your energy because of where they're vibrating. And if they're watching you from afar and they're inspired, that can, you know, be the catalyst to where they rise in vibration. And as they rise, that's when you guys can align in a very, very different space. All right. So discernment, armor, boundaries, and really grounding that root chakra and recognizing your divinity. Adorn the temple. Yes, look at that. Spirits is coming through. Adorn the temple. You recognizing you and not letting just anyone and everyone. Okay, here's a really good example of this. Your house. You're not going to leave your house unlocked and open, right? And go off on vacation, or at night while you sleep. You're not going to leave the doors unlocked and open, and you're not going to just let any old person up into your house. And that's how you need to see your energy, your gift, your emotional ability to reach into other people. Not everybody gets to experience that wealth of you because they have muddy feet coming into your house. All right. And here, Spirit really wants you to recognize your worth and your value and your sacredness and what you offer. You don't, like, if you were a service that's being offered, you are like the full boat. Okay, you're not just some quick little service. Like if somebody's going to the spa, it's like their toes, their nails, their eyebrows, a facial, haircut, like you name it. Like you are the full works. Not everybody can do what you can do and feel the way that you feel, and the depth of your love and your understanding for other people is a gift. And those who are of the same frequency can join you in that space, you know. And sometimes, you know, having that armor is where somebody is close in your world, but you have a full recognition of who they are and what they are, and therefore you keep that armor up so they can never penetrate and manipulate you emotionally. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Seven of Pentacles. Justice. Yeah, see, here you are. You really stand for things. Like, you do not back down no matter what. It's like fairness, justice, honesty, and truth is so strong within you. Nine of Swords. Here's that energy where you get really anxious and you don't know why. It's the energies of others. Hermit. This here, I feel, is that some of you really do need to make sure that you are spending time in your own space each and every day. Like, you so require that, like in a bit of meditation. Okay, and others of you, this may be like the way far extreme where you have totally isolated yourself because you're so tired of being drained and hurt and taken advantage of. And look at, yeah, Eight of Swords. Some of you are like, oh no, I got my armor, but this armor is like too much. It's too much. It totally has separated you and segregated you, and that goes back to that discernment of really learning who you can let in and who you need to keep that boundary up with quite strongly. And, you know, spending some time each and every day in meditation to really ground and heal that root chakra. There are so many meditations on YouTube to choose from for free that will help with that process, and it does help. You know, at different points in my life, I've done some root chakra balancing meditation and healing when I've struggled with abundance or just feeling really like ungrounded, like just, you know, no direction, and it helps so much. So really, with the Hermit and the root chakra coming out, do those grounding meditations, connect with Mother Earth Gaia, because also there's this lack of awareness of like just your essence. Like, I can't even like find the words to express like what you are, the way I'm seeing you in my mind's eye. And you don't see that when you look in the mirror. Like, you don't even, it doesn't even register for you. And Spirit wants you to know that about yourself. And in that space, like that true recognition of divinity, that's when you realize, oh my gosh, I don't want your muddy feet up in my house. You know, as before, it's like you being so open to a fault, like your door wide open for anybody and everybody because you love, you want to help, you want to give, and you have thought, you know, that's the way, that's who you got to be. And, you know, it is good to be open and giving and loving as long as you're not giving beyond your means, you're not giving beyond your own energetic capacity. You have boundaries and you know when to say no. And that's kind of where you're at, is really learning those and really fine tuning, because some of you, it's, again, you've gone so far with the disconnection, like you've created, you know, 1,000-foot still wall between you and the world, because you're like, I can't keep going through this. Like, why doesn't things work out for me? And also, when your energy is really distracted in a lot of different places, it's hard for you to create the manifestations in your own life that you truly desire. And so as we work on, you know, this root chakra energy, that's not only going to help you feel better in general and put in those boundaries that need to be there in a very healthy way, you know, not overexerted or underexerted. It's also, you know, you're gonna feel better. There's more abundance coming in, and you just understand yourself better and your place in this universe and what you're here to do. And, you know, think of it like this: there's so many different charities in the world, right? And you could never possibly give to all of them. You're doing well financially, but you could never donate, you know, a significant amount of money to every single good charity in this world. And that's kind of how you have to look at the people that you help. There are a lot of people in this world that could benefit from your love and your light, but Spirit will align you with the people that you can truly help. Nice and close. If you're more discerning, if you're a wide open door, everybody's going to come in. But if there's like a secret knock, only certain people can come in, and that's kind of where you want to be. Okay, and again, you can still talk to people, you can still offer guidance and advice, but it's you. I think like some of you get really excited, like you see progress in somebody, you see a lot of improvement, and you get very invested in the healing and the upliftment and the accomplishment of others. You get very invested in that process with them, and then you know, all of a sudden they just kind of crumble and it all falls apart, or they do become very like successful and they kind of like sweep you and leave you behind, and you're tired of that. And it just seems very simple, but I'm telling you, it's all about the root chakra and the recognition of your true divinity, and that's going to help you have healthy boundaries and know the proper armor in which you must wear for any given situation. Some situations you can be completely open and vulnerable. Other situations you need to be protected. And other situations you do need that 1,000 miles still barrier between you and them. It's the discerning of the different situations. And it is time for a big balance to your energy for you to find your footing. So let's pull another card for you. Oh my goodness, look at that. Discernment. Yes, there it is. This is like the advice to help you with this process. And so they're like, discernment. So we've talked about that. There it is. Yes, I'm telling you, this will help you out so much. You will feel so much better. Let's pull you one final message. All right, well, this one jumped right on out. Oh yeah, look at you, the ocean that fills everything. So here's the artwork, and it says, help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate, and great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound, and positive transformation, but courage, strength, and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of love. You truly, truly are, by the angels. You have Archangel Samuel working with you to help you with this process, and you're just going to feel so much better when that root chakra is nice and grounded. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, angel number 2. Let's get right into your reading. Right away, I'm feeling that your angels, your spiritual team, have been giving you a lot of signs and synchronicity, and it's like you're not seeing it for some reason. So that's definitely something they're going to address in this reading. But let's start off and see which archangel is coming through to lead the way for this reading for you guys. All right. So we've got Archangel Haniel, and we've got Victory. Okay, yes. So here it is. Your angels, empaths, are trying to give you signs, give you answer, trying to lead you the way to your victory. So this is more about your own personal life and what you're trying to achieve and accomplish for yourself at this time. And they're saying, hey, we're talking to you. We are leaving you like breadcrumbs of what the best course of action is for you, and you're feeling it intuitively. And it's like it's really projecting, like one main message is really projecting back to you over and over and over in your external reality. And if you don't feel that way up, as you're watching this reading, in the days and weeks that follow this, it may become very clear for you. All right, but that's the main message coming in at the start is, hey, we're trying to lead you to your victory. Hear us, connect in with us stronger. You will be successful. You are on point. You are on the right path. And you may have been kind of questioning yourself. This process could be taking longer than you expected. And for some reason, Spirit was just like cancers. So a lot of cancers are going to be attracted to this second reading, and that's Cancer Sun, Cancer North Node, Cancer Rising, Cancer Moon, or if you have a lot of planetary placement in the sign of Cancer in your chart. And that goes back to fourth house energy, which is a very loving, nurturing, motherly energy, laying roots. And so for you guys, Spirit is directing us to that fourth house, that Cancerian energy, and saying, all is well. You need to focus on your temple right now and what is best for you. So let's pull some more cards and see what else Spirit wants to bring in. Oh, wow. Pegasus, the water guardian. I am not surprised to see water energy, emotional energy coming in for you, but this is such a beautiful sign. You are entering a period of deep emotional and spiritual cleansing, which means like you're finally rising above the surface on something where you have felt really held back, unable to move forward, unable to find your victory, find your path, find your way. And you have not been lost this whole time. Like, you've been on point, and the angels want you to know that. And they're giving you signs and synchronicity and letting you know that, the alignment of the planets, where you're at on your soul path right now at this time, is the energy bringing you into a place of deep emotional and spiritual healing, which brings forth an awakening. And through that awakening, I feel you're able to better pick up on and see the signs and synchronicities that the angels have really been, bestowing upon you as of late, and will continue to do so, because they are leading you to the finish line, to some destination where there is a lot of happiness and reward for you there. So let's pull some more cards. And those of you who want to become like professional healers, and that could be through therapists, counselor, nurse, CNA, nutritionist, personal trainer, personal coach, the healing comes in all different capacities. And if those of you that were attracted to this second reading, this second angel, have been questioning, should I be a healer? Am I a healer? This is a resounding yes. That is the path to your victory. But to get there, what do you need to expand into? What do you need to learn? What do you need to evolve into? And also the message of, some of you had to go through some really heavy stuff emotionally, so that you have the personal experience to offer the healing and solution on the other side of that to others who will have a very similar journey and path as you. Create a sacred space. All right, so this is where you're getting really intentional, but also this is talking about this deep emotional and spiritual healing that's taking place, because it's time for those old energies to move out of your aura, out of your path here, because you've completed them and you're moving on to the next thing. And so part of the healing process, you know, there is elements of release and letting go and major transformation. And that could be why I'm getting that message at the start of you're doing just fine, you are on point, you have not strayed off your path. And so even if you've gone through a little bit of darkness and some heaviness here, it is all part of the journey that's leading you to this destination where you do have great victory. Next is the offer. Nice. Yeah, see, there you are. You're going to get there. And it's the wind is just really blowing. So if you hear that, any sort of sound, that's the wind blowing outside. Ooh, the winds of change are coming in strong for you. Anyways, here it is, this offer. You're creating the sacred space through this healing and transformation to open yourself up to this offer that leads to victory. And what that offer is, it's different for each of you. All right, this is a general reading, right? But your angels want you to know that, like, all is well. And it's just going to start getting better and better and better. And you're creating the space for that which is to come, because you're wrapping up and completing that which has been. All right, let's pull some tarot. And you know, that's one thing, like, the angels have really been trying to tell you, it's okay, all is well, it's okay, all is well. But you're like looking around and you're like, are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they're really coming in strong, saying you're fine. You are protected. This part of your journey is like really the completion, the wrapping up and embarking on the new. And you're going to be very happy, like victory. You're climbing the mountain. You will have great success. And the moon, yeah, I see a lot of uncertainty, but all is well. And also, Cancer is ruled by the moon in astrology, so there's some more Cancerian energy. 9 of Cups, your victory is just ahead. King of Cups, more water energy. So you got water energy, like, whew. Judgment, ooh. And the World. Yes, look at you. Oh yeah. You are coming to the end of this heavy part of your journey for this lifetime. And you've learned a lot emotionally. You've evolved, you've expanded, and it's leading you. It's all been leading you, all right, to something you've been asking for. Like, you've felt the calling of your soul with Judgment. And now you're kind of at this juncture where there's a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. Like, what's up? Well, you know, what's my path? Is this my path? What's going on? And your angels have been trying to answer, and they're saying, yes, you're doing great. You are doing just fine. All 9 of your cups are going to be filled very soon. Okay, here you are, the completion of the journey in which you've been on, the evolution of you emotionally. And this King of Cups, this is a very advanced empath. This is an empath that has boundary, that cannot be emotionally manipulated or gaslighted in any capacity. This is a master of the emotional realm within self, as well as seeing into the emotional bodies of other people. So this is you being 100% on point on your game, being very experienced in the field that of a career, especially those of you who are wanting to be a healer of some capacity. Like, this is you rising to the pinnacle of success in that genre of healing, whatever it is for you personally. And with the Judgment, this is almost like the shedding of the old and the resurrection, all right? And here you are creating the sacred space, and you may have judged yourself very harshly but you're not being judged harshly by the angels whatsoever. You have done beautifully. You, part of this, what you've been through, like I said, is you're going to offer the healing and solution to other people who have had similar experience as you, but you had to go through this firsthand to truly be able to understand and offer anyone anything about this. And some of you, this is very, very unique, all right? But here's the world. You're wrapping all this up and you're going to have victory. This has not just been some wayward journey leading to nowhere, a waste of time, a waste of energy. No, it's very divine, it's sacred, and it's been preparing you for something much bigger than where you've been. And confirmation, you are at the end and ready to step into the new. You've got 3 major arcana with 1 court card and 1 minor. That's, you know, heavy hitting energy. That's not energy that's just quickly fleeting and passing whatsoever. There is so much depth to you, and the journey you've been on has also been allowing you to recognize that, and the 9 of Cups is sticking out to me in that capacity. The depth of you, there's, you know, so many different crevices and spaces of you that are just a treasure trove of like wisdom, of love, of light, of energy, of ideas, of creativity, of nurturing. Okay, you are just like this full spectrum of beautiful energies, a rainbow of colors that the human eye has never beheld. Okay, you are something quite special here. And this Cancerian energy is so strong in this reading. Again, it's either you are Cancer, have heavy Cancer placement in your chart, or Spirit's bringing us to that 4th house for you, which is basically like the very essence of who and what you are, and this beautiful transformation taking place. You're going to shed a lot of different beliefs that you've had about yourself, about your journey. It's like this big time maturing, like 10 going on 30. All right, you know, that's what I feel. Just the expansion of consciousness. It's like boom, in a moment, there it is. The old journey is complete and you are embarking on the new, feeling very successful, very victorious here. So let's pull you another card. Oh my goodness. Yep, there you go. There you go. Confirmation all over the place with this card. Yes, you are a healer, and you see that butterfly there? This journey and where you learn to completely transform yourself, you offer that to others on the other side of your healing, and you're entering the healing phase for yourself now. Wow, you are definitely meant to be a healer in some capacity. What a beautiful confirmation. All right, let's pull one final card. All right, here's your artwork. And it says, meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of the soul. It is spiritual communion with your true self and all creation. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time, but meditation would help you greatly. It could have a positive influence on every area of your life, including your career and relationships. So as you're going through this healing process, Spirit is also saying, you know, spend some time in meditation every single day. It's really going to accelerate the healing so you can transform and step into the new phase of your journey, which is filled with a lot of success and happiness. So those are your messages with the second angel. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, angel number 3. Let's get right into your reading and see what the angels want you to know about being an empath, about your journey. I'm feeling like a message of love, like the angels want to give you a message of love. So let's see what this is about. We're going to start by pulling a archangel to see who's coming in to assist us at this time. All right. Okay, you guys get two jumped out. So you got 2 archangels coming through. Who do we have? Oh, nice. We've got Archangel Raphael with resolution, and we have Archangel Michael with sovereignty. Okay, so yes, they are coming in to bring you a message of love and healing. There is, I feel for many of you, this is probably around relationships in your life, friendships, family, romance, you know, just different people, and you've been really wounded, and your perception of self, like you don't see yourself for your true value. It's like you've been picked apart, all right, by somebody or people that you really cared about, and it's distorted the perception of self and your sovereignty and your divinity. And now you have Archangel Raphael and Michael, 2 very powerful angels that are assisting you at this time to bring in deep healing and great understanding, to bring you into the light of truth of self, your journey, and others, and heal those deep emotional traumas and wounds that are within you at this time. Also with this is a confirmation to let you know that you, not only are you an empath, but you have this ability of foresight, okay? And I don't want to call you a psychic, because it's like, you could, I mean, that's a term for this, but the way I see this for you guys is very specific people or very specific things you'll get this intense foresight about. It's not when you're not actively trying to receive this information. It's like just in these moments you have these incredible downloads of foresight of what's to come for other people. And maybe at times like you've tried to tap into that ability and direct that energy, and you haven't had much success with that. And the angels are saying there will come a point on your journey where you're able to better direct that, but like right now where you're at, that's why you get it in downloads, because you're in a period of like learning and growing and evolving into that other gift and aspect of yourself. And so that's why you don't feel you can control it. Like it just happens or it doesn't. And when you try to really, intentionally set your energy for foresight, it's like it doesn't work. And the angels are saying you are in a learning phase of that, and that part of you is going to become much more evolved and expanded down the road. And right now they want you to focus on the healing and seeing the truth of yourself, which has been distorted by others. So let's pull some more cards. Yeah, you got 2 powerful angels coming in for you guys. All right. Storm Rider of the Lightning Moon. Wow. Okay. This is such a beautiful confirmation for you guys. This is the Pegasus that assures you are moving out of darkness and pain and uncertainty. And that makes perfect sense with these 2 angels showing up, for your reading. So it's like the worst is behind you, and you're going to understand that, you know, as the healing and the truth comes to light. Like, you're just going to move out of this space of energy where you're currently at. And they want you to know that so, so deeply and strongly. All right. But that right there is such a beautiful confirmation, moving out of the darkness, the storm, dark night of the soul, you know, all those energies, moving out of that into the sunlight, into the day. And Raphael healing those deep wounds, Archangel Michael showing you the truth of self to get you out of that distorted perception where you don't see your sovereignty and your sacredness, and you don't value yourself the way you should because of what others have said and done to you. It's time for you to see the beautiful, glorious truth about yourself and what you bring, and nobody can be you but you. A lot of people have been jealous of you because of the way that you can connect to people, the way that you understand people, and you're often misunderstood. You could have, you know, friends that accuse you of being too flirty with their partner, or just being too flirty in general, always wanting attention, and you're like, but I don't, and I'm not. And you don't actively try to be those things. It's people are very drawn into your energy, and you just get people and you understand them, and it's so easy for them to open up and talk to you, and that creates a lot of insecurity and jealousy for those around you, because they can't go that deep the way that you can. They can't understand, and they don't realize for you that every single connection is an intimate connection for you, and that doesn't entail romance. Intimacy, emotional intimacy, is a whole different plane and experience for you than it is for the average person, and they don't get that. You can't help but to be emotionally intimate with every single person that you connect with. You can't help but to, because that's who you are. That's how you're made. And so the jealousy and insecurity of others has really been projected upon you, that's made you question yourself and made you want to just pull away and not shine the best parts of you because you're tired of it. You're like, I'm not trying to make anybody jealous. I'm in my own lane here. And, you know, Archangel Raphael and Michael are like, it's not you, it's them. And sometimes you just being you are teaching others a lesson, even though they're getting jealous and insecure and projecting, like it's teaching them a lesson. And you might not understand it in the moment, but you're going to come out of the storm and you'll always see. All right, so let's pull you some more cards. Find your motivation. And devote. All right, so these two cards, motivation and devote, coming out. The storms that you've been through, like it's really left you empty and dry, and there's different talents and abilities and gifts that you possess that you've really kind of pushed to the wayside because you've been so burned and so misunderstood, and you're tired of it. It's like, I would rather just be ordinary and, you know, blend into the scenery, the background, opposed to being standing out or being noticed, because I'm tired of being misunderstood. I'm tired of being projected upon. All I do is care. All I do is want to help people. I feel everything. Like, I'm just trying to keep it together myself here. I don't need anybody attacking me. And so that's why you got two angels coming in, because you need that extra love right now. And I felt that like a message of love. You need to know that there is nothing wrong with you. You are perfect as you are. It's just really learning about your own personal empowerment at this time, because the more that you accept you for who and what you are and the way that you are, and know that you're made perfect. And if somebody cannot handle you, it is not your problem. When you are not doing anything to be mean, to be nasty, to be annoying, when you're truly living your life in an energy of, I want to help, I want to love, I want to do good, and people are hating on you, that's on them. That's not on you. They can't handle the light. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the unconditional love. So they want to attack you because they can't reach those frequencies. And you need to know that. And I think hearing this message from many of you is going to bring that spark back within where you're like, you know what? You're right. Screw them. Why am I going to hide the best of me or try to wish away the best parts of me because other people can't handle it or feel intimidated? Because the more that you are accepting of you and feel empowered in that and walk in your light and you're just authentic, people will love you. People will align to you and admire you and respect you just as you are. And I know that may seem like a near impossibility because of what you've experienced, but that's why Raphael and Michael are coming in, because they want to really heal that perception of self and those deep emotional wounds and lead you into the light of truth of self, which will bring back that spark for life, for living, for wanting to pursue dreams and goals and just be. Like, it's time for you to come back into living, come back to life and not hide away in the shadows, because you don't belong there. Other people who are intimidated or can't handle you, not your problem. These two angels on your side, you know you're something good. All right, let's pull you some tarot. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Look at you, all fancy. That's you. That is you. And this is a energy of abundance, of fertility, of look at that person over there just shining and vibing and being abundant and living life. Ace of Cups, there it is. You're healing and beautiful connections. People will love you. It's time to leave the old behind, though. It's time to step out of your old skin. Yes, because look at, we got the sun, so we're coming out of the storm. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. You got a very beautiful set of cards. Very beautiful set of cards. This Death right here talks about the storm. This is what's ending out of your life. And also what's ending is the distorted perception of self, where you don't see how beautiful you are. You're going to see the light of truth about yourself and about others and your path and what you bring and what you offer. There is more abundance and more love that's about to come into your life as well, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like all about a rebirth for you at this time, and you are being reborn as this Nine of Pentacles energy. And that's you knowing your worth and your value and shining and just being, and not feeling like you need permission or anything from anybody. And in that space, you are so happy and you're thriving. Also, I do see, you know, after you move out of this storm, there may be some people who try to reconnect with you. Now that you are, you know, back to being on point and you've pulled all your pieces together, it's like there's some people that are going to try to come back into your world. And in that space, you have to determine, because this is a general reading, if their energy has truly shifted with you, or if their energy is the same old story and they're only coming in to try to pull you back down, because here you are thriving and shining once more. So I do see return of energies, like after you're through this process of truth and healing. And also I see some new energies trying to come into your world. that are offering you true, solid connection through friendship, through coworker, and through romance. It's honest, it's true. It's like they see you, these new energies see you for the beauty that you are, the grace that you are, the divinity that you are, how special and unique you are. They see that. And this is the connection that you share with these new energies. The Sun with the Ace of Pentacles, which is, total honesty and openness, and the start of a relationship that's built on a strong, solid foundation and has so much potential ahead of it. So there are definitely beautiful new connections coming in. Some connections trying to reinsert themselves in your life now that you are back to good. You decide what you want to do with that. Archangel Raphael and Michael on your side, connect with them, and they will answer you. They will give you signs and synchronicities. But here it is, like the healing and the truth, the healing through the Ace of Cups, the truth through the Sun, which really opens you up to a whole new world. It moves you out of that storm energy, like that's absolutely falling behind you. The worst is going to be behind you, and you feel like you're coming back to life and you're excited once again. Let's pull you another card. Breathe. Breathe as you grow through it. You're almost to the end of this part of your journey, and you've got two very powerful archangels on your side. And at times that I've really been hurt and broken down, and I've prayed to Archangel Raphael. He comes in so strong and quick, and it just brings healing to my heart. And when I need, the truth, whether I need to be real with myself or see the truth of someone else, and I call upon Archangel Michael, he comes in and he delivers. So they are on your side. They have your back. They're part of your team, and they want to help you and assist you in all the ways that you need right now, especially with healing and seeing the truth of self, but seeing the truth of self in such a beautiful, positive way. And breathe, because you're growing through it and you're coming out of the storm. All right, let's pull one final message. Here's your artwork, and it says, close your eyes and feel yourself embraced by angelic wings of light. Feel the light dissolve your fears, concerns, and doubts, and fill your heart with peace and joy. Everyone is safe and all is well. There is no need for concern. See, right here, Archangel Raphael and Michael wrapping you in their wings. Call upon them. All is well. Things are getting better for you. You are absolutely coming out of the storm. So those are your messages for the third angel. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, angel number 4. Let's get right into your read. As that angel depicts that you were drawn into, there is definitely a lot of sadness inside of you. I'm feeling a deep, deep, deep broken heart, and that's what the angels want to talk to you guys about. So let's get started and see which archangel is coming through to offer a guidance and assistance with this message. Okay. Who do we have here? Oh, we have Archangel Zadkiel with acceptance. All right. So what has broken your heart is something that, like, you've got to, like, what had to end, because I'm feeling an ending here. All right. Like, that's what this broken heart, like a big abrupt ending. And this could have been, like a very long-standing friendship. This could have been somebody that you were very close to family-wise. This could have been a romantic partnership. but it's like this abrupt ending, and it just left you. And some of you, it's like the loss of a job as well. Okay, this abrupt ending just broke you, it shattered you, and you've really struggled to like pick the pieces up from it and come into a place of acceptance. It's like, you know what had to end or change, like, you know there's purpose in it, you feel that spiritually, but it's like your mind and your heart can't reconcile that knowing of the soul, and you feel very conflicted. And some of you may have even like pulled your energy back from the angels, like you're angry, you're frustrated, you feel abandoned. Why did this have to happen to me? So Archangel Zadkiel is coming in to really try to help bring some clarity and also start the healing process for you. So let's pull some more cards. And you see the dove there. It's time for deep, deep healing for you to come in, as well as understanding, because you're just like, I don't get it. Like, this was so unfair. All right. Pegasus, the rainbow of light, which is number 11. And this, oh my gosh, this is a message of like you're growing, and spirit asking you to really pull back from like your emotions and your thoughts about what's happening right now, and pull back and go into the space of the soul and observe, because through this loss there is this deep underlying lesson, and when you peek into that box, it's like there's this amazing gift and reward for you. And I know, like, hearing that is really hard, because I feel just the sadness, the pain, and the heaviness. So I'll share a story with you of my own personal journey. As I was beginning to awaken truly to myself, my spirituality, it literally set off a cascade of events where everything in my life like fell away, like all my friendships, my current job, family relationships, my very long-standing romantic partnership, my car got stolen, my dog got ran over. It's like everything about me was ripped away in a very short period of time, and the only thing that remained were my two daughters, and I had to completely start over from scratch, and I was a shattered, broken mess. Like, if angels weren't real, I wouldn't be here. I know that deep in my soul, because of the depth of the darkness and despair and depression and pain that I struggled with for a few years. It was very, very hard to recover from that, and the loss of my romantic partnership was almost too much. And there was a long time I was very bitter and angry and frustrated, and this isn't fair, and I'm good, and I do the right thing, and I was honest, and I was this, and I was that. And I had to go through this very long process of the darkness, and through that journey, though at the time was very painful and really stretched me to the capacity of my limits mentally and emotionally, when I look back upon that now, I am so grateful for that experience in my life. I was not at the time. Not at all. It took some time, okay? But now, because of where I'm at and the way I've healed and grown and evolved from all those losses, it taught me so much, and it expanded me so much. And now I understand, why certain friendships had to go, because of where I was headed, what I was changing into. They were not of that same light. Same with my romantic partnership. The way I was evolving and what I was changing into was not the same frequency of him. And, even I had a cat and a dog. Even my cat went missing. It was horrible, all these losses. And, I still to this day don't understand the loss of the dog and the cat. I don't. I never will understand that. It took a very long time to heal my dog getting ran over. But in that space, the loss of those two animals, there came a time where I ended up adopting two cats who, just had an irresponsible owner and was going to ship them off to the pound. Like, who cares if they ever, get a good home or whatever. And so I took the two cats from her and rescued them. And if I still had my cat and my dog, I wouldn't have had that space for these two animals who desperately needed a home, later on my journey. And they have truly been the light of my life since I adopted them about a year and a half ago. And so everything that is tragic and painful and breaks you, there is another side to that. And Zadkiel wants to lead you to the other side of that, to lead you around to the understanding and let you know it is a process. It absolutely is. It takes time. And it also, you have to have a willingness to go beyond the pain and drop into the spirit, because that's what saved me, is really connecting to my soul, because the loss of everything like that, forced me to go within. And through that dark night of the soul, I just was with me, and that's what it felt like. But I had a whole team of angels around me trying to help me, awaken me, show me why certain things had to fall away, because what I was asking for, the calling of my soul, was not in alignment whatsoever with the life that I was living at that time. And so it all had to fall away. And now I've emerged into new frequencies, new life, new friendships. Everything that was lost has returned to me in a new form, 1,000-fold. And your team wants you to know that's the truth for you as well. All that was lost is going to return to you in a new form, in a different energy. And you're gonna be soaring so high, even though you feel so low right now. That's like the catapult to push you up high. You can only go as high, your highest high can only reach what your lowest low was. And so as you move through this energy and you come out the other side, you're really gonna bounce, okay? It's gonna be a big bounce. And you've just got to have patience, and you've got to give yourself time, really open up to the angelic realm, say, bring me into a place of acceptance, because I really struggled with that too. Accepting the loss of, my car, my relationship, my job, my home, every single thing that I had that defined me as a person at that time was literally stripped away from me. And it took me a minute to come into a place of acceptance. And now, it's just, I wouldn't change my life and my past and what led me to where I am now. It was very painful, but I was able to heal and overcome it, and you will too. And Spirit wants you to know that. You are going to expand and evolve into such a plane of existence that you're going to realize, I understand this, why this part of my journey had to happen and take place, and why I had to go through this darkness, because it makes the light so much sweeter. It's evolved me. It's made me stronger. It's added to my character. All right, let's pull some more cards. And Spirit brought me back to my cats. I'll tell you what, there has been moments where I've looked at them and like broken down in tears and thought to myself, if I would not have adopted these guys, where would they be? They wouldn't be together. What kind of life would they have? And they are so precious to me. And so they are, because of the loss of my previous dog and cat, I feel like I always love my animals. But I feel like that loss, compounded with all the other loss at that same time, makes me appreciate my cats that I have now so much deeper than I ever did in my life prior. And I've always loved animals. It just opened me up in such a way. And like I said, I cannot imagine my two kitties where they would be if I did not adopt them, if I did not take them in. And that's just what's meant to be. And they brought me a lot of healing and love and light. So what you lose always returns to you in a new form. And there is no easy answer about why. Okay, we have slow down. And stretch and expand. Okay. Don't rush yourself through this process. Don't hate every single day. I used to wake up and cry because I'm like, oh, I'm still here, so I get it. But this reading is to like really bring you back down and say, slow down. Really pull your energy back and observe this journey you're on from a much different perspective, and realize that you are expanding and growing and evolving beyond anything you can imagine in this moment, and you are going to soar on the other side of this. All right, let's pull some tarot. Moon, Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Page of Wands. All right, with this moon and this Two of Swords, yeah, you do feel very blocked to the deeper understanding of why this has taken place in your life. And the angels are like, you're gonna know, you're gonna understand. And I do see like relationships, home, wealth, the job, stability ripped away from you and leaving you in a place of utter confusion. And it really, this loss really closed some of you down big time, where people have said like, you're not the same person, or you feel like, I'll never bounce back from this, I'll never be okay from this. Like, how do you pick up the pieces? How, like, what's the point? Yeah, this reading goes real deep. For those of you who feel comfortable, you know, I would really open up to like a counselor or a therapist, or, you know, there's different hotlines just to talk, because I feel like some of you don't even feel like you have anybody around you that you can count on, or who's supporting you, or who's loving you, or who you can open up to and talk to. And so those of you that feel comfortable, I would highly recommend, you know, opening up and talking to somebody, just so you can get all this energy out of you, just so it can all be said and you'll feel lighter. Some of you, there's like a friend or family member around you that would be an amazing shoulder for you, just to get it all out, you know, in one swoop, just to spill your heart and soul. And if that's not available to you, it's time for you to really open up to the archangels in the angelic realm and cry your eyes out and pour your soul out to them. And I'm like actually kind of getting an emotional saying that, like, cry your heart and soul out to them. I cannot tell you, there are times that I did that, you know, just crying on my knees to Archangel Raphael, the despair and pain within, and he comes in and he delivers. And it's not like your pain is just magically gone, but you definitely will feel soothed and eased and comforted in a way that you didn't previously. And whenever I would call upon him, it would I'd usually get very, very sleepy in doing so, and I would fall asleep. And when I would wake up, I would just feel better. And so the angels, if you don't feel like you can talk to like a counselor or therapist, or you don't feel there's anybody around you, call upon these angels, and they will come in and they will soothe you and comfort you and help bring you answers and help open your energy back up. Because as crazy as this has been for you, there is life beyond this. There is happiness beyond this. And I see that this is you emerging from the ashes of the destruction of the past, all brand new, sparkly and shiny, embarking on a brand new path and journey because you will have expanded into all this evolution that you are coming into now from the journey that you have been on. And what has been lost is going to return to you in a new form. There is a soul tribe for you. There is money, abundance, stability, and family and home for you, even though you can't see those things for yourself right now in this moment. It's there. It is there. You are going to bounce back from this bigger than you can even imagine. All right, let's pull you another card. Aw, breathe. You are growing through it, okay? One step at a time, and this is going to get better. It truly, truly is. I know for some of you, you don't see like this ever being better and like you'll ever be okay from this, but you will. You will. This is the artwork, and it says, a beautiful, inspired idea floats through pathways of light, waiting for the right moment to enter your mind and heart. This wonderful idea that stems from your soul will grow and blossom if you nurture it. Keep it safe within your inner world until it is ready to manifest in your outer world. A period of great fulfillment and accomplishment follows. That is such a beautiful message to wrap up this reading. The sun will shine again for you. You will love, you will be stable, you will be abundant, you will be secure, you will be healed once again. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.